Welcome back, friends, to My Utmost for His Highest for July 28th. God's purpose or mine? This will be good. Let's look at Mark 6:45. Immediately, Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to Bethsaida, while he dismissed the crowd. After leaving them, he went up on a mountainside to pray. God's purpose or mine? We tend to think that if Jesus Christ compels us to do something and we are obedient to Him, He will lead us to great success. We should never have that thought that our dreams of success are God's purpose for us. In fact, His purpose may be exactly the opposite. We have the idea that God is leading us toward a particular end or desired goal, but He is not. The question of whether or not we arrive at the particular goal is of little importance, and reaching it becomes merely an episode along the way. What we see only as the process of reaching a particular end, God sees as the goal itself. What is my vision of God's purpose for me? Whatever it may be, His purpose is for me to depend on Him and on His power now. Wow, I'm reading that again one more time. That's a really good thing. What is my vision of God's purpose for me? Whatever it may be, His purpose for me is to depend on Him and His power now. If I can stay calm, faithful, and unconfused, while in the middle of the turmoil of life, the goal of the purpose of God is becoming accomplished in me. God is not working toward a particular finish. His purpose is the process itself. Another one, back it up. Let's rewind that one. That's really good. God is not working toward a particular finish. His purpose is the process itself. What He desires for me is that I see Him walking on the sea with no shore, no success, no goal in sight, but simply having the absolute certainty that everything is right because I see Him walking on the sea. It is the process, not the outcome, that is glorifying to God. God's training is for now, not later. His purpose is for this very minute, not for some time in the future. We have nothing to do with what will follow our obedience, and we are wrong to concern ourselves with it. What people call preparation, God sees as the goal itself. God's purpose is to enable me to see that He can walk on the storms of my life right now. If we have a further goal in mind, we are not paying enough attention to the present time. However, if we realize that moment by moment obedience is the goal, then each moment as it comes is precious. Wow, there were so many great things in there. I love it. I'm going to back up and just read one of them one more time. God's purpose is to enable me to see that He can walk on the storms of my life right now. If we have a further goal in mind, we are not paying enough attention to the present time. And I love this whole thought and concept that He wants us to be obedient right now, and what He's doing is working in our heart now, not necessarily for a future time. It will help us in that future time, but so often we are just looking at the big goal, right? And they always just say, like, life is a journey. Like, you don't just want to just keep focusing so much on the end. You want to enjoy each day and learn each day. I know every day He's teaching me something new. And if I'm so busy just thinking, 10 years into the future, I'm not going to learn today what He wants to teach my heart today, which will actually help me tomorrow and the next day and 10 years down the line. So I hope today, my friend, that you just live in the moment and you just feel Him and you ask Him, what is it I'm supposed to do today? What are you going to teach me today? What do I need to maybe confess today or change in my life or whatever? And just focus on today and don't be so focused on the present. Yes, it's good to set goals. I have like 1 month goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals. Yes, we all need to have that. But what they're saying is for right now, let's just focus on Him today and listen to Him. And I think He will teach you some amazing things. Tell me what you're hearing from Him, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. You can order your own copy of the My Utmost for His Highest devotional book by going to utmost.org. And I would love to answer any questions you may have about faith in Jesus. Just email me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. And I hope you go out and shine for Him today. See you tomorrow.